So, if you guys don't know who Miss Jonelle is, okay, she's a poet, a singer, a songwriter, a performer. I mean, you do it all.
I try to.
Yeah.
You know, I do my best, and I've been doing it for a while.
You got some seasoning on there. So, how long, if you had to estimate for the people?
Over 20 years. Wow. Over 20 years, because I did start in high school. So, you know, I put some miles behind my craft, and you know, it's really important to be consistent, because then you can cut that time in half. But it's just a lesson you learn as you go down. Yeah.
Give it up for the consistency. It ain't no game. I'm only 6 years. You said you've been doing it since high school. That's a 20 year.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
But you grew up wanting to do this. You were writing and composing at 7?
I've been recording myself. I was recording myself. I'm about to really age myself, okay? I was recording myself on cassette tapes and a radio. I didn't realize that I was recording myself and what I was doing, but I was making up songs, and then I wrote my first song at 11. And I didn't record until I was 16.
Okay.
So, yeah, for a long time.
Now, what was you singing about at 7? What was you recording at 7?
Girl, whatever I heard. I would take other artists. So the Isley Brothers, for instance, I would take an Isley Brothers song and I would use their melody and just insert my own words. And I didn't know that I was doing something. I was just doing what was in my heart. And it was therapy for me.
I love that.
Yeah. So, girl.
She said the Isleys. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I go on?
Shout out to my dad. That's all my dad's doing.
Shout out to you, Dad. Impeccable taste. Well, no, I love that. To know what you want to do from a young age and be consistent at it is very, very special, very important. So once you started recording, you knew then, like, okay, this is what I want to do. Was there ever something else you really saw yourself doing, or was this it?
No, I tried to make myself want to do other things. I went to school for psychology. Don't know why I did that. Because it was definitely not what I wanted to do. But I did go to school for that. I've always been interested in the mind. I minored in philosophy. I know that's like wild random, but you know, I like thoughts and thinking and higher consciousness. I've always been into those things, but those are all things you can incorporate in your music. Yeah. So if I was smarter, and this is for all the young people out there, go to school for what you actually like to do. Don't go to school for anything else. Just go to school for what you like to do. Everything will fall into place for you.
Absolutely. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong about that. No, I mean, I went to school for this, so I feel you with that.
You know what I'm saying?
Did broadcast journalism, communications. This has been my bread and butter since I was 18.
I love that.
So I feel you with that.
I love that.
I feel you. But I feel like philosophy, I mean, that's kind of a useful skill though, a little bit, as far as reading people's energy, their mind state, like human behavior.
Yeah.
Has that benefited you? In other ways?
In ways. Absolutely. I definitely can read a room. I definitely can read a room. But, you know, it's just something I was always interested in. I love words. I didn't want to go to school for literature. Okay. So I didn't do that. And I just thought psychology and philosophy were interesting, but it wasn't my passion. So that's one thing. If I could turn back the time, I would go to school for music.
I love that.
Yeah.
Now, you have been doing this for a long time, so you've been able to see a lot of changes that have gone through the music industry,
Absolutely.
Promotion, just all of that stuff. Mm-hmm. As you've changed, how have you adapted? Because it's like, I feel like every month there's something new now in terms of that. So how have you adapted throughout the years?
So I went from hustling like a rapper. Like I had CDs and I was at the mall. Okay. Like, hey, I sing. Okay. And they be like, let me hear you say something. I'd be like, I sing. They give me $10, $5, whatever. I was out there hustling. Wow. So I went from selling CDs to, okay, now everything's going into the digital age. I had a MySpace page. So
come on from MySpace. That was an amazing time.
Right?
I had MySpace too. I love MySpace.
But that's when that digital age started, you know, and then people were doing they were doing the illegal downloads, right, of the songs. And then I guess the industry's like, man, we need to be able to benefit from this. And it went from that to the streaming, which is what's happening now. And then as far as marketing and promotion, everything is done through social media. So it went from more so face-to-face to social media. But I still intertwine all of those things because there's nothing that's more organic than actually talking to someone about what you do. So I feel that is still the most effective way to connect and to get people interested in what you have going on, is to actually talk to them.
Yes.
You know, because you posting your stuff 50 times, they see you, but that don't necessarily mean they're going to care. So
talk about it,
girl.
Talk about it. Well, that's some real shit. I think it's so interesting looking at the dynamic because, I remember MySpace. I remember having a music page on MySpace. I remember, only going to LimeWare or certain places to get your music. You couldn't even go on YouTube and Google and all these other places to discover people.
Right.
So do you feel like some of the hustle behind getting discovered is gone now because we rely on social media, or is it still there, just in different areas?
I definitely feel like artists are not as hungry. Like I'll put it to you like this. Like Chloe Bailey is using the old school tactics of like rehearsing 8 hours a day and practicing all the time because you want to be great. Now, if you have the right melody and a catchy enough song, you don't have to put in all that work. I don't want to necessarily say great because great is subjective, right? But a lot of that hustle is gone because if I can post my song enough times or pay enough promotional websites to push my song, then there's a huge chance that enough people are going to hear it. So yeah, but that organic component is not there anymore, and everything's like a microwave. It's super fast. Used to wait like a year for an album from an artist you liked, and now people come out with stuff every other month. So yeah, some of that hustle, not some, most of it is gone.
Talk about, I was thinking you had formulated the thought of what I would have said, but no, you're right though. Like I wholeheartedly agree with that.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of people, rely on the internet and rely on, other programming and things like that to kind of push out there. And some of them, they shit don't be good. And it just irritates me, like, especially with the TikTok viral sensation. Now, I ain't hating on TikTok. I love TikTok, by the way.
Yeah, shout out to TikTok.
Shout out to TikTok, because, we want to get paid, too.
Right.
So, I ain't saying fuck you. But now we've catered the creation process to 30 seconds. Let me figure out how I can make something fire in 30 seconds. And then I'll worry about the rest of the song. Or maybe people will listen to the rest of the song. I don't know. But I just hate that.
Yeah, it's rough. And it puts a lot of pressure on people who are naturally creative. I was just talking to my cousin about this because she's like one of those people who could just do everything. She crochets. Shout out to Quest and Sensations. But she does everything. And we were talking about how when you are truly creative, forcing that creativity is very hard. So making yourself post and making yourself put out things that you're not necessarily ready to share with the world is very difficult. And there is a whole group of people, they just put out anything. And if you could combine some of that bravery along with that creativity, now you got a sensation. But a lot of times that's not the case. So the people who are brave but not necessarily talented pop off a lot quicker than the people who are talented.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's how I see it.
That's that psychology coming right there. That's It's coming out. You dissect this shit right now. You dissected with that. No, that's some real shit though.
Yeah.
I've never thought about that. And even me thinking now, like getting into my 30s, there's certain things like I'm not comfortable doing when it comes to that. When it comes to branding and viral, it's certain shit I'm like, I can't do that. And I think like there is a part of like, damn, is this gonna hinder me in some way because I didn't make a fool out of myself or whatever the case is in this one time. That's some deep shit.
It is deep. Everything is deep. Everything.
For real.
Okay, don't even start.
Don't even start. Definitely. So let's get into your sound. Let's tap back into that because I have to let y'all know she ain't no bimbo or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? She got depth. She got layers to her conversation. So I had to let y'all know that she has a lot of knowledge to really share outside of just the music. I think personally, mentally.
Thank you.
So I like that. I said you just unpack some shit for me because I was like, damn, I won't be doing that. So get into your music. I love your sound, and you have all of your music under. I'm sorry, is it under Another Vision Productions?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
With your husband.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Shout out to Matrimony and Marriage.
Talk about it. Talk about it. No, yes. I love that. I think that's great that you guys are creating together and business together. Mm-hmm. So I want to just talk a little bit about that. As far as you guys working together and creating your sound, how do you balance like ideas?
So a lot of things we just kind of be playing around. Many songs I'll be in the studio with him and I'll just start freestyling. He'll be like, record that on your phone. And then we'll work out the song later. Or like he may have an idea and sometimes I don't necessarily want to go after his idea, but his idea be fired. And then I'm like, oh dang, you was right. That was a good idea. So that's kind of how we work. Or he may be like, hey, what sound are you into right now? Like what's piquing your interest? Because for me, I have to feel what I'm doing or it'll come across on the track. I'll sound horrible. But
I wasn't feeling it.
Right. I wasn't feeling it. But we collaborate in that way, but that's kind of how we bounce ideas. Or it's just like, hey, what did you think of this? Or I came up with this song. What do you think about that? So yeah, that's kind of
I love that. That's dope. Mm-hmm. I think it's important to have somebody, in your circle in general that you can work with, but for it to be your partner, it has to be another level of comfort there for you as far as having like that best interest in mind.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we were friends 3 years before we even started dating. So we've been knowing each other going on about 13 years. So the chemistry has built as far as our music goes and us kind of just being able to play off each other and understand each other in that way.
And he produces all of your music.
Yep, he is my producer, my engineer. That is the person I work with musically.
Yes.
Yeah, so.
And he's it. You would never work with nobody else?
No. I know that's how that sounds.
That's it.
I know that's all. Yeah, we it's death row over here. It's death row over here. No, but no, that's not necessarily the case. Okay. Like starting off, I worked with quite a few different producers. Shout out to Soundtrack. That was the first producer I ever worked with, and then he blew up. Yeah. But as far as right now, it just works, and you don't want to mess with a formula that works, but. If somebody else wants to, work with us, hey, hit up the website anothervisionproductions.com and we'll see what y'all talking about.
Yes. Yeah. See? I put a word for y'all in case y'all was wondering. It was somebody out there wondering, like, I don't know, she be with her husband. He do everything. So I just want to, no, I think that's dope though. Yeah. I love that. I love the duality of y'all working together, but also open to other people.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because, him as a producer, he works with other artists as well. Shout out to Sherry D, who just dropped I Love You. It's out for streaming right now. He produced that track. So, nice. It's a lot of sharing my husband with other artists because he has all of those talents. So we definitely open up working with other people. So it's not like that.
Come on down, y'all. Come on down. But as far as your sound, beautiful voice, by the way, you guys.
Thank you so much.
You had an amazing last year, in general, but you opened for the infamous Kindred Family Soul. Yeah. And I think you are a perfect person to open for them.
Thank you.
So I think that was beautiful. But I love your sound. So like, how do you prep? What do you have voice exercises that you do?
You know what? Yes. And I will say it is very important to warm up your voice before a performance or a show or even a recording session. It makes a difference. Vocal warm-ups can be found on YouTube. You do not have to go and spend a bunch of money.
For real? Tell me.
Yeah, you don't have to spend a bunch of money. Even vocal training is important, which you can also find on YouTube. The resources are out there. We live in a digital age, so it's not hard to find the resources anymore. So to answer your question and not to go off base, yes. I do vocal warm-ups and I do vocal training on my own accord.
And that's important as you continue your career. You should never not do.
Correct. Okay. Tamar Braxton, Brandy, Kiki Wyatt, they all have vocal coaches. Whitney Houston, R.I.P., she had a vocal coach all the way through and through. Mariah Carey, they all have vocal coaches because your voice is a muscle. So you have to work it out. And that's something I had to learn too. You can't just be going, oh yeah, I can sing. You're going to crack and strain your throat and mess up your chords. So yeah, you got to train.
You got to be on point, y'all. Preparation. But you've released some amazing projects. You know, each of them I feel are like different sides of you. Yeah. Definitely different points. Yeah. If you had to pick a favorite project, which one would it be?
My favorite was Congetto. I felt like Congetto really tapped in to who I am. Like all spectrums and just kind of what was in my heart and what was in my mind. My second favorite is By Your Side. I know you ain't asked that, but
that's okay.
But yeah, Congetto was my favorite. My second favorite was By Your Side. I think my new favorite is definitely going to be this project I'm coming out with.
Ooh.
Yeah.
See, y'all always do that when y'all working on something new. I got this amazing song that's out right now, but what I really got is what I'm cooking on really better than y'all. Like, why y'all always doing that?
You know, we got to get you excited. We got to get you excited for the new stuff.
No, I'm just kidding. I know it is, though. I'm already knowing it's great. But no, I love it. I love the themes of your music. I love the storytelling. I think can I even say R&B artist? I don't think.
Yeah, I fit into the R&B genre. Label? You know, I let people interpret it the way they feel. You know, most of the time I either get labeled as an R&B artist or a neo soul artist. But I just be doing what I feel, and if that's how it resonates with other people, that's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's giving me a little R&B neo.
Right.
R&B neo. That's what it's giving me.
It's together. It's fused. It's a fusion.
It's a fusion. But I think with you, like, you to me and your sound kind of, you know, takes us back to the foundation of R&B music. There's a lot of conversation right now, especially that R&B is obsolete. It's hard to find.
Yeah.
You know, where's the good R&B music? So from you, because you basically like, it was whatever people label me. What do you feel like in terms of R&B and neo soul right now? Do you feel like it's still a thriving genre or has it transcended into something else?
You know, I feel like it's so many gifted and talented R&B and neo soul singers, and I also feel like they may feel similar to myself. They may not necessarily label themselves that way. That's just how they get labeled. And I hate to say it, but a lot of times it's because they're black. So, you know, black person singing with any feeling is R&B, neo soul. You know what I mean? And they may be doing a mixture of genres. They may be doing funk and pop and all kinds of things, but you know. But at the same time, you know, you think about people like Cleo Soul.
Yes, love her.
Ari Lennox. You got all of these, Coco Jones.
Yes.
You got all of these incredible singers, male singers too. Lucky Day.
Yes.
October London. You got all these, you know what I'm saying? It is definitely thriving. You know, if you are looking to listen to that, we just don't have the same formula of the superstar anymore. That's dead. That's dead.
Talk about it. Talk about it. No, for real.
Yeah.
Now see, like, now I'm a segue just a little bit.
Okay.
But no, that just makes me think. I did an episode about fallen boy bands.
Okay.
And how that whole genre is gone. And you know, Omarion is on tour right now. He got his A-cups out, and everybody is doing the most about Omarion. You know, I love the A-cups, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't have no problem with them A-cups. They look all right to me. But seeing, you know, the concert happen and then seeing it right away after it happened, like that whole aura of the anticipation is gone. Like you couldn't see that shit growing up. You had to be there. Yep. You had to witness it. You had to go to it, and then, or you had to wait a year for them to put a DVD out of what happened. So I do feel like, yeah, you hit on the head. The aura of the star is no more.
That whole even the like artist development and all the things that went into creating these superstars is no longer a thing because we are so overexposed as a society.
Yes.
You can see everything and people expect to see everything about you when you're an artist. It's very hard to be private and expect people to be invested in you as an artist, which is crazy. But that's just the reality we in right now. Oh, and her. I left her out.
I love her too.
Her is cold.
And her, I feel like been trying to elevate and expand.
Yeah,
she's been doing some expansion stuff too, and kind of getting out of that, hidden agenda. Like,
yes,
I love her too though.
Yes,
she on her main screen for sure. Yes. With her glasses on.
That part.
No, I love that. So I want to take a moment to play some of your music.
Okay.
Definitely. We can't get the people everything because y'all got to pay for that.
Hey.
Y'all got to go run it up so she can get her streams.
Please
you
do.
Feel me?
I appreciate
but
every
we played
stream.
some of her music in the beginning, fell in love with the DJ. I was shimmying. I don't know if y'all.
My first dance track, I wanted to step outside of the box. So that's what that was.
I love that. Okay, now let's go into... I want to go into some of your top songs that's on here. Well, actually, I like Same Old too. But you said you like By Your Side.
Yes, I like that project. That project I was proud of that project.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I arranged those songs. So I was like, yeah, you was in your bag a little bit. Like I was trying to do my little harmonies and whatnot.
Okay, you was in your bag. I like how you said that. You was in your bag on that. I like how you said that. Okay. Let's tap into By Your Side by Miss Jonelle Glori.
You so nasty, it entraps me. I love it when you grab me up and then you let me ride. I'm so happy that we met. We
You
got
in that
to know
bag.
each other first, and baby, now you're mine. Cause you got the touch that make a girl wanna blush, and it's never too much. Cause baby, I can't get enough of you. Just give me your love, cause I love the rush and the way that it feels each time I'm laying next to you. Next to you.
Hold on now. We like grown conversations. We definitely can't go wrong with that.
You
Can't go
can.
wrong with that. No, I love that. I love the sound. I wanted y'all to just hear her voice so you guys can experience it. That was really a taste, but I think you just have such a soulful and inviting sound. Like,
Thank
I just
you.
love the way your voice sounds. This is very warm. And it's like serious. Like, oh, okay, I believe you. When you sing what you sing, I believe that shit. There's
Thank
people be
you.
singing, she's like, I don't believe that.
That's crazy work.
I don't believe you singing that shit. I don't believe
Are
you
you
singing that shit.
sure about that?
I don't think it was real. I don't think it's real. Okay, let's tap into... Let's do Same Old.
Okay.
Now, what's the vibe with Same Old? What's the inspo with that?
So I wrote Same Old, Same Old. It's satire. It's an ode to the big fish in a small pond mentality, like we were talking about before we got started. That's what that song about.
Okay.
Yep. It's like you be in the same old places with the same old faces. I mean, like, you know better than me.
Mm-hmm.
Calm down.
Oh. Jonelle! You talk your shit. I like that. Calm down. You said it so.
Gotta chill. Just chill out.
I love it. Let's tap into Same Old, y'all. I love it. They better stop playing with you.
Hey. I was just like, ah.
Where do you go? I know it's the same old faces, the same old places.
That part.
I know. I think I've seen you somewhere right around my way before. You be at the bars at the mall, the salon, and the corner store. I know.
doing nothing. Get your haircut every week, ain't doing shit.
Hey, man. You be at the bars, at the mall, the salon, and the corner store. I know. I see you.
I love that, though. That's what I'm saying. See, you still captivate the storytelling. I feel like that makes music good. When you listen to something, it make you think, damn, you're right. I do see this nigga everywhere. What is this nigga doing? Nothing. For real.
Calm down. Sorry, I keep saying it.
It's the calm down. For me, so calm the fuck down. It's the calm down for me. Calm the fuck down. No, I love that though. Like I said, I love that you storytell through your music. I think that's so important, especially in today's world. Still, to me, that's gonna always prevail. Yeah,
for sure. I appreciate the penmanship too, because my first thing that I really got into was hip hop. I wanted to rap, but I ain't no rapper. Yeah. I wanted to be like my brother. My brother is a rapper. Shout out to Julius. My brother is drastic. He is so cold. He was so cold at the rapping. And then my other brother, Raji, they just all was so talented. And I was like, oh, I want to do that. So I'll be over there writing my little raps in private. Girl.
Dang. Is we gonna get a freestyle?
Oh. That would be tragic. That would be tragic.
You might have to drop you a mixtape on the slide or something.
You know, one day I might just do it. I might be on my Andre 3000 stuff.
Just for the one time. You know what I'm saying?
Shock everybody.
For the one time. Because we believe you. We already established you mean what the fuck you say. Hey. So you talk about whatever. We're going to like Jonelle about that life. She's about that life. Just going to take a quick moment to shout out one of my sponsors, Legacy Reentry Foundation. Take a moment to hear about this amazing cause.
Okay. Let's go. I think I'm ready.
Shout out to Legacy Reentry Foundation, located in Waukegan, Illinois. So if you know somebody who's recently been incarcerated and they're looking to get back into society, or they just need a place to go, I highly, highly recommend that you guys tap in with Legacy Reentry. You can follow them on IG, Facebook, anywhere at Legacy Reentry Foundation. Okay, you guys, so this is like my favorite part of the show. Every time.
Uh-oh.
We about to play 10 minutes of honesty, y'all.
Oh, boy. Oh. What you got me into?
Oh, my God. No, I love this, though. Shout out to everybody that sends questions and all of that stuff. So y'all know.
These is entries?
Yes. Half of these is, now they're more than half, but people send in questions sometimes.
Okay.
They'll comment on episodes, they'll inbox me. People have emailed me for a service and then said, by the way, I was thinking about this question. Wouldn't this be a good question for you to ask? I'm like, how you gonna tell me what to ask? Ooh. But I put it in a 10 minutes honesty.
Okay.
But it just be little random stuff like that. So
okay.
I cannot apologize for what's in here.
Oh boy.
So that's not like that.
I'm pretty honest too,
that's
so
like
it's gonna be.
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
First one, y'all.
Oh boy.
Who is the best villain of all time?
Ooh, the best villain?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Because we love a good villain, actually. We don't be talking about that, but
for real though. The best villain?
Villains make heroes sometimes.
The Joker.
The
Joker. I mean, and people probably gonna think I'm crazy because I picked the Joker, but
no, he's an iconic villain, though.
No, for real. Iconic, it was just the whole level of not giving a damn.
Mm-hmm.
That was like ultra villainous energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I would say the Joker.
Okay.
I would say the Joker.
We like that.
Yeah.
We like the Joker. I ain't hating on that.
Okay. Oh, that was an easy one. I hope they all easy.
That's how they scare you. You just make you get all comfortable, then ask you some crazy shit. Like, bitch, I'm not answering that. What is your superpower?
My superpower? My superpower is definitely communication. And my ability to bounce back is unmatched. That's definitely a superpower.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
I never slip. I never fall.
Period.
A lot of hugging me, they numbers, but I never call. Period. Okay, next question. Let me get a different color because the pink ones, pink are giving PG to
I
me.
like these pink ones. That's my speed.
Pink ones giving PG. Okay. What is the number one red flag women should look for when dating a man?
Oh boy.
What's some red flag we supposed to be keeping on attention?
A red flag, number one red flag women should look for when dating a man. Look at the relationship he has with his mother. Please. That is very important. There are anomalies who they still end up being decent towards women, but for the most part, if they haven't healed whatever they have going on with their mother, they don't have a good relationship with their mother, they're not going to have a good relationship with you. Very important.
Talk about it.
Yeah.
Cause
That's my advice.
I love that. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. Because that's going to tell you everything you need to know.
Absolutely.
That was a good one.
Oh, what was that? I ain't gonna ask no questions. I don't even want to know.
All right. Well, do you have a favorite sex song?
Oh, a favorite sex song? Oh yeah, I do.
Okay, Jonelle.
What's that? Early in the mornings when I think about you. I like that. Yeah. I hate you like what you said. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I like that. That's hot.
You ain't wrong.
Yeah, that one is a bop. Mm-hmm.
We like that. We like that. Well, I think, is that Jeremiah?
Yep.
Okay,
it is.
Jeremiah. Shout out to Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Shout
Yeah.
out to Jeremiah.
He from Chicago.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Definitely.
Shout out to him.
That's
That's
a
a
bop.
banger. That's a banger right there. That's the shit you got to play super loud.
So
You
loud.
can't play it a little bit.
Nah, you gotta turn it all the way up.
You gotta turn that shit up. Okay. Name Michael Jackson's best song.
Oh, nah. Come on now.
It's the black. It's always the
Man.
Yeah, that's a hard question, low key though.
Best song?
The best. What the one song you're gonna take to the grave? This is best song tops.
That is so subjective. Come on, man. This man a genius.
Every damn song.
It's at least 25 of them things. Come on. That's not a fair question. That's the hardest and worst question I got today. I quit. Ain't no way, because it depends on how I'm feeling.
True.
Come on, man. There's no right answer for that. I'm up here like,
maybe this. Like if you had to be on a stranded island and you only could listen to one Michael Jackson song on repeat, what would that song be? That was a deep inhale. That was a deep inhale. This is stressing you out.
yeah,
right now.
I can't do this. I can't do this. One of my locks just fell out.
You is stressed. This is stressful.
I can't do this. On repeat, and I could never listen to another song again.
That's the only Michael Jackson song you can listen to.
Damn. Next question. I'm not doing this.
I am dead. Not she offended by it.
I am
This is too
very much
We'll
so.
come back
Don't
to
ask
that.
me about the best song from Michael Jackson or Stevie Wonder. Don't ask me because I don't have an answer. That's it.
That's hard though. That's a hard ass question.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. What is the biggest lesson heartbreak ever taught you?
The biggest lesson that heartbreak ever taught me, you gotta leave that with the person who caused it. You can't take that with you. You gotta unpack that luggage with the person who caused it. Or you'll never heal from it. It hurts. But let that hurt be with that person. That's what it taught me.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was serious. You gotta get serious. That was serious ass answer right there. You serious with that. It was no laughing on your face when you said that shit.
I had to really think about that. Like, man.
Listen to what I said. Okay. We got 2 more questions, y'all. She is killing it. She is killing it. Okay. Do you believe in revenge?
The political answer would be, I think justice should be served by the law. However, I also believe in that quote that revenge is a dish best served cold, and if it involves your children or your mother, then that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
I say family in general. Grandma, mama. Yeah.
It's up.
It's up.
It's up.
It's up.
Up and stuck.
I mean, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to necessarily be something illegal.
Right. Charles, let me clean that up real quick.
Look at me. Next question. Let's see.
You ain't wrong, though. You ain't wrong.
Just saying.
I feel like if karma don't get you, then I might have to.
Yeah. You out here eating crab boils and stuff, and you didn't put my auntie in the hospital. I don't know.
It's up. Okay, let's see. Last question. Y'all, Jonelle is a thug. I didn't know this.
What?
I didn't know that.
I do like 3-6 Mafia.
She don't play.
That's my 3-6 Mafia.
Okay, yeah. Okay, see, I love Juicy J. I love Juicy J. That's my man right there. That's my man. Oh, is there an age limit on marriage?
Yes. Yes. That's a hard yes. And I am saying that from a biased standpoint. Because I work closely with marriages, and I'm gonna leave it at that. But I think your frontal lobe should be closed before you embark on something like marriage. Yeah. You need to figure out who you are, and that takes time. If you are a teenager, absolutely not. I say under 25, really. That's my opinion. But I think that most people like the idea of marriage, but don't understand that that's 2 people fusing their lives together. And if you haven't figured out what that life is for you, then how can you fuse your life together with someone else? So yes. Don't take your time, okay?
She said hard. Now wait a damn minute.
Frontal lobe, let it close.
That's interesting. That's an interesting take, though.
Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't say like, well, just wait until you're ready. You like, no. This thing got to happen. Like,
let your brain fully develop first, and then you can really know what you do and don't want, what your boundaries are. Live by yourself first. Figure out some things about yourself first before you try and fuse your life with somebody else. It's important.
I love that. Come on, Dr. Glori. Come on, Dr. Glori.
Somebody hand me my PhD.
Go ahead. Y'all might need to book a session with her. That's extra. No, but shout out to you. You snapped on the 10 minutes of honesty.
Thank you.
You were very honest. I love it. Super honest. Way more honest than I thought she was going to be as far as your opinion on stuff. Okay, Jonelle.
Oh, thank you.
No, but I love that, though. I always like to, get people's opinions on just life and how you maneuver, how you function, your thought process. It's always interesting.
Yeah.
So 2025, we just said before it was flying by.
It is.
But we getting into a new season, new opportunities. what's going on with you? What is happening for you in this new season?
What's happening for me in this new season is I've been focusing on the craft. 2 things I really am focused on is mastering piano and guitar because I want to compose. That's very important to me. And just mastering my instrument, so my voice. Putting out new material, new music is always a huge focus. And booking. I am open for bookings. And I have some bookings lined up. So make sure that you all tune in with me. Follow me if you want to come and see a show.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if people want to collab, again, where can they go to make sure that they get those in?
Please visit anothervisionproductions.com and inquire about collaborations, about bookings, about production, about writing, because I do write my songs. So yeah, all that.
Yes. I love it. Make sure you guys tap in with her. She has a lot of amazing things that's going on this year. I love it. Now, one more thing I want to touch on before we leave is that you said you would want to play Janet or Brandy.
Oh my God, yes.
In a biographical.
Absolutely.
I need your best Brandy impression right now.
My best Brandy impression?
How you gonna deliver Brandy for us?
You want to hear something crazy? And then I'm gonna give you one.
Okay.
I met Brandy. I did at a women's expo in Chicago. And when she met me, she was so warm. She jumped back like this and said, "You look like me." Surely did, and gave me a big old hug. And I met her mom too. Brandy is a beautiful person on the inside, very down to earth. Can nobody ever make me hate her. So I'm gonna start with that.
Period.
Dang, now I got to do a Brandy impression.
Yes. Like, what you gonna do on the spot? What you gonna do on
the spot?
What's the scene that's gonna hit for us? Like, yeah, girl, you Brandy. You did that.
That's crazy that you would ask me to do that. Like, no stress, nothing. Like, I feel like I bring Brandy energy. Brandy is like very bubbly and upbeat. That's me. I feel like I already bring that. I feel like I give y'all a Brandy impression every time I, just walk in the room. Okay. There you go.
There it is right there. There it is. Okay, what about Janet?
Janet's kind of like, she's sweet, but she also a little hood.
She is. Ain't they Detroit? Ain't they? Where
they're from Gary, Indiana.
Oh, Indiana? Yeah. They got that life in Gary.
She was definitely in that justice bag. Yeah. So, it's crazy that you asking me for impressions. I need to rehearse first. So this is too sudden.
I feel like Janet has such a soft voice, though.
She does.
It's very. I
would have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Until she being hood.
Yeah.
Then her voice ain't soft like that.
Nigga. How you think Janet say nigga? You think it's like nigga or like nigga? Like, how you think she say that?
It's giving nigga.
It's giving nigga.
It's giving nigga. Like, it's definitely like in the upper register of nigga.
It's no bass on that.
Ain't no bass, but it's there. It is there. It is.
Shout out to Janet, man. Shout out to
what
Janet.
She say on Poetic Justice? She said, 1 minute, brother. Yeah.
See?
Like, who was her muse for that
Who she got
role?
that? Somebody was doing her hair. Somebody that
For
was doing her
real.
hair. She saw them and said, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's the voice.
That's that.
Shout out to Janet.
Oh my God. No, I think that would be cool. We putting it out to the universe as well too. I thought that was a nice comparison.
That.
So if that does happen, I'm gonna be like, y'all watch the audition tape on Pillow Talk Podcast.
Absolutely.
Because this is where she auditioned for it first.
I saw it first. I put in a plug. I saw it first.
I saw it, y'all.
I set the intention. Oh my goodness.
I think that's dope. So I just thought that was funny. I could definitely see you playing Brandy.
Yeah.